All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's episode 59 of the Always Chillin' podcast. Another beautiful Sunday. Skinny D in the barbershop. Skinny D and the Sandman in the barbershop. Once again, the intro, it's just awkward, man. The intro's like, it's just awkward. I don't know. It's
You
awkward to
got it,
start.
man. You sound so
It's
good.
awkward.
Man. That's why I let you
It's
do it, man.
awkward to
That's
start
why,
the
that's why I
episode.
let you
What's up,
flow, man.
everybody? It's episode 59. Skinny D and the Sandman in the barbershop. Once again, chilling as always, listening to some good music. There's a lot of good music out this week, man,
Yeah, there's a lot's been dropped lately.
and some weird stuff too.
Yeah,
But new Duro. You guys remember Duro 2009 ice cream paint job?
back in the day, they used
Clean
to get
on the
club
inside,
popping.
cream on the outside. Yeah, he's got some new shit that's pretty good. Check that out. Anyway, we were hanging out the other day, and you said you had a guy come in like pretending like he couldn't speak English and stuff. But
Yeah,
you
it was
wanted
a
to,
little
but
while
you,
ago,
but you wanted to save it for the show.
a couple months
So
ago.
I put-
It was a couple years ago.
So I
Yes.
put it on my list to talk about.
It was just
Wanted to make sure I bring it up right away because you said you were going to save the details.
for one, for some reason, like the Middle Eastern people, they always mistake me for one of their own. I haven't looked into it yet, but like they always like walk up to me and talk their language and shit. And I told one dude, "Yo, I'm black," and he just and he walked away from me. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So this guy walks in. I see he's a black guy. Okay, I'm thinking, black dude. And he is a black dude, but he was from an African country. So he sits in my chair. And not only does he sit in my chair, but he sits like on the end of my chair, like and he leans forward. So I'm trying to put the cape on him, I'm trying to, I push him back once and he pops back up. I'm like, okay, damn, you know what I mean? He pops back up. So I'm like, all right, well, let me get my shit ready and maybe he'll be ready. So he pulls out his phone. So I grab him again and he pops back up again. So he starts texting. So, I don't try to, look, but I'm standing right behind most people. I've seen some shit on people's phones, man. But this day, and I didn't know this, and I should have thought better of it, but he's typing in Arabic. So I'm like, all right, no big deal, you know what I mean?
Sure.
He's Arabic, you know what I mean? So his phone rings and he answers the phone. So he's talking on the phone. Blah, 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 and he's yelling, there's other people in here and they're all freaked out and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck, dude? So I push the dude back again and he pops up. So I'm like, by this time I didn't lost my cool. With him now. So, I usually send him on to Jenna. She's a little mild mannered than me. I'm like, I'm done with dude at this point, right? So Jenna walks over and she's, she asked him, what would you like to do? And he said, talk.
Damn, talk.
Talk. Supposed to talk. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, you're one of those motherfuckers. You're one of those kind of Muslim dudes where the woman is, not supposed to talk, not supposed to look at him, nothing. So I had to grab the dude out of my chair, man. And he's probably about 3'5" anyway. So I grabbed the dude, feet swinging. So all of a sudden, goes to perfect English and cusses me the fuck out, man. Calls me motherfucker, asshole. And I'm like, what the fuck was that, man? You didn't understand me before. So he runs out and like literally runs across the street, cross 9th Street here, almost gets hit. I ain't seen the dude since.
He just takes off running.
Just took
Damn,
off
what a
running, man.
mystery.
Yeah,
What
a
a
fucking
mystery
mystery,
that guy
dog.
is.
I hadn't seen him before, and I hadn't seen him after that.
I've never really run into anybody
I'm always the
faking
dude.
not speaking English. I've run into lots of people that just legit couldn't speak English.
Never nobody faking speak English.
Yeah, I don't think anybody faking.
That was my first time.
We had when we were over there, we had interpreters probably lie to us about what they were saying.
Okay, that's what I would always would. How well did you trust that motherfucker?
Not it. I mean, ours was really good.
Really?
Ours we trusted a lot because he was cool as hell. I hope he got out of there. Like
Hope you
later,
did too,
later,
dog.
dog.
Hope you did too, dog.
Yeah, they don't tell us their real names because I don't know because if it gets out that they're helping, then their families are in danger, kind of.
So what's
So they're all like Kevin and shit. It's like your name's not,
Kevin?
your name's not Kevin.
Steve.
Your name's not Kevin. dog.
Steve
I know your
Ali.
name's not Kevin.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, or
Kevin.
like Yanni. Some of them were like Yanni.
So
Yeah,
what's-
ours was really cool, but I don't remember if I've talked about this or not, but some of the other platoons had some shady ones. Like he would just they'd all be sitting around chilling, and then he would just go like put his helmet on, and then like get into the back of the vehicle and just be like, "Oh, I'm sleepy," and just and
Oh
just lay
hell
there.
no! Hey man,
And then they would get mortared like 10 minutes later.
about to tie his ass to the
Yeah.
front of this motherfucker.
Yes, there's a little bit of that, but like the second time that happened, they were like, "Okay," and then they like sent him somewhere. But,
So the deal is never to like you translate for us and guide us around. You can come to America.
I think sometimes
Some of 'em.
and I think they get paid all right too.
Damn, no shit.
Yeah, which is good. It's for like their families and stuff.
Right.
And I mean, they should get paid
Right,
pretty well, but I think they were getting paid better than we were when we sat down and figured it out, which I thought was weird. But
How much did you How much did you get paid? Like, how did you get paid?
not as much as I thought I was going to. 'Cause,
Really?
Yeah, because everyone's like, "Oh, when you go on deployment, you make so much fucking money." And it's true because you can't spend any of it because you're
Obviously.
like, what the fuck are you buying?
So you can't carry
besides
it
like
with you. or
besides
nothing.
cigarettes and shit. And like once a month there would be this like store truck that would drive up, and then you could go buy like underwear and fresh socks and shit out of it.
Oh, so you could carry cash,
No, we just they took card.
card,
Yeah.
regular credit card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just a regular bank card.
Yeah.
But
No shit. That's interesting.
yeah, so you couldn't really spend your money, and you didn't have to pay taxes on it. If you're not in the States, it's tax free. So everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna have so much money." I thought I was gonna have like
Wait, time out. It's not tax free just for just because you're in the military.
Mm-mm.
They still tax y'all.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I thought was funny about people who would be like, because there was people who legit would be like, "Oh, I pay income tax, so I pay your salary," and it's like, well, I pay income tax too, dog.
So do I.
Maybe I paid for it. Maybe I paid for it my own self. Yeah,
Damn, no
yeah,
shit.
they tax the shit, dude. When I was in the States, my paychecks were like, when I was first in, they were like $550 or some shit.
And while you were there, they were
Probably like $1,000.
so 50. Okay, 50%. That sounds
I don't
good.
Well, and that's also, I had been promoted a couple times, so it's like, so it would have been higher anyway. But everybody made it sound like I was gonna come back and have like $50,000 in the bank, but I came back and had like 12,000, which sounds like a lot, but when you think about it, that's for like almost 9 months.
Damn,
You know, like 12. I had like $15,000 after
make
9.
more than that. Sell
after,
weed.
Yeah, after 9 months.
Yeah, that ain't no bread.
Yeah.
Not for what the fuck.
And it feels like a lot because you're like, oh shit, my bank account has $15,000 in it, but it's like, yeah, that ain't shit.
that ain't nothing, man.
For 7 to 9 months of work,
That'll barely
like
get you a new
24.
ride.
Like I'm talking being on the clock 24/7.
Right.
Like there's no off time at all.
No off
So
time.
so if you break it down, it's like 75 cents an hour or some shit. Yeah, it's like.
Well,
But it's tax free, and you get combat pay, and you get like hazardous duty pay, and you get all these kinds of extra pay. But it's like it's not shit.
so would you say you said 75 cents a day?
Yeah, I mean, I just made that
You
number.
just
up.
throwing that out there? Because in prison, they got 3 slots. When I was there, I don't know what it is now. There was $1.21, there was $2.25, and $3.78 a day. Depending on what your job was, you got one of those 3 slots. I think I started off 121, obviously, when I first got there. But I think I got up to 225. I don't think I ever got up to 378. I know for sure I got up to 225. And 225, I think that was about $52 a month. Maybe a little less. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe about $52 a month. I could live off of that in there.
Yeah.
Like I think I could live off about 30. If I did my shit right and I budgeted and got the shit that I liked and, and stuck to it, I could live off $32 a month in prison. Year to year.
All right. So I'm looking up how much people get paid now. So right now, in today's money, I would have been making like $2,200 a month.
Oh yeah, because we talking you what? Oh wait, when you were over there?
Yeah, it was like 2010, which sounds like a long time ago now.
It does. Shit, 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so like like $1,100 a paycheck. Not too bad. But when I was in, it was like 900, probably.
Shit, I was gonna say that's single man
Yeah.
money, man.
Yeah, by the time I got out, it was
you
like,
can't have a dog or nothing.
Yeah, it started like $600 a month or $600 a paycheck. By the time I got out, it was like $1,000 a paycheck.
Damn, I would have not have thought that.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought them dudes was caked up. And
Yeah, the pay's actually not that good until it gets pretty good once you start getting into the higher ranks. Like, so
career guys.
yeah, so like if I was in, let's see, I'll do it. They have like this calculator so you can see how much. So I'll do like my actual stuff, and we'll just pretend I've been in for like 10 years.
Yeah, right. Then you got NBA fucking ball players, Major League Baseball.
Yeah, so like
making,
if I had stayed in, I'd probably be making like $5,000 a month right now.
Oh shit! As a career guy,
which is a little better.
Or just
yeah.
That's bread. That's bread. That's bread.
That's less than I make now. So I still think it was a good call to get out because that's still
you good.
That's still not that
good. You still winning, dog. You still winning. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's still pretty good. What is that?
Here we stand. Here we sit. Shit. Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean $60,000 a year. That's pretty good, but that's less than I make. So
yeah.
So I would have stayed in, been less happy, just been miserable as fuck, and just an old crusty Marine with a high and tight haircut, with leathery skin because I've been in California.
With some what would you say with some silkies on?
With some silkies on.
With some silkies on.
Telling other people to get their hands out of their pockets and shit. You better take that beanie off. The sun's up. Saying shit like that to people. Yeah, I think I made the right call, man. They don't sound like I would have had that much fun doing that.
Made the right call, dog. Made the right call.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do today, man? This your what? Third day on your vacation? Your 4-day weekend?
4-day weekend was last weekend.
Last weekend?
Yeah, for Wives Birthday. We talked about that. We got that we got that titty butter, you know? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you get some of that yet?
No, not yet, man.
Get some booty butter over there?
Nah, I ain't getting no booty butter
yeah,
yet.
but now we're on a 3-day weekend for Labor Day.
That's
but you
right.
guys take Mondays off anyway, right?
Yeah, I be all over the goddamn place, man. I think my wife asked me what day it was the other day, and I said fucking Friday, and it was Wednesday. And since that pandemic,
that's how you know
man,
it's good times, man.
Since that pandemic, dog, there was
like,
a whole lot of shit I just stopped paying attention to.
That's like when you're a kid on summer vacation.
You don't know what the fuck.
You have no clue. What the fuck
you don't know what the fuck is up. Oh, them's good times. Right
you just
there.
do the same shit every day.
Every
day you wake up in the same cartoons. It don't matter if it's Wednesday
don't
or
matter.
Saturday.
Same cereal, same bowl, same spoon, same spot.
Those were the days.
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Staying up late as hell. I've been feeling nostalgic for staying up late. You know, I've been like every weekend I've been like, oh, I'm gonna stay up till like 5 a.m. playing PlayStation.
Okay, you're a weekend guy?
I make it till like 10 p.m. and I'm out. Me and my wife put on have you seen Dodgeball?
Oh hell yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
So we put on Dodgeball, but HBO has the extended version. So it's like 2 minutes longer, so we thought it was gonna be stupid, but it's like there's a bunch of extra like 5-second jokes. So it makes it a lot funnier.
Yeah, check that out.
But yeah, we made it like we put it on at like probably 7 o'clock, and we fell asleep halfway through it. We woke up at 2 a.m. on the couch, like, oh, I guess we'll just go to bed. So yeah, I've been feeling nostalgic for like staying up late and playing, because PlayStation just added that new PlayStation Plus shit, so you can play you can play like PlayStation 1 games and stuff on there. So there's some stuff I used to play when I was a kid, and you can put a filter on it so it looks like it's on an old TV.
I've been peeping that.
Yeah, and all that weird shit. So I've been feeling nostalgic for staying up late, but I just can't do it. I try to do it almost every night.
I'm pretty good at it. I'm a sporadic stay up late kind of dude. I can do it at least 3 days out of the week where I can stay up 3:30 is probably about my limit. Stay up watching YouTube, playing PlayStation. But yeah, and I can still get up in the morning and go throughout my day. I've been doing that shit probably since I was 10 years old. So my mind and my body is trained for it.
I used to be like that.
Yeah.
But now I wake up at like 6 in the morning.
About 7.
No matter what.
matter what.
Probably about 5:50.
Yeah, about between about 6:45 and 7.
I'm asleep at like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Still kind of old. I'm getting I have some like white beard hairs, like straight
Me
up,
too, man.
straight up white ones,
Right on my jaws, man. I'm hoping it comes in like that, man. I'm hoping it comes in.
See, you like
that.
it too?
I love that shit.
Yeah, see, I think it's cool.
That's the good guy superhero in all the cartoons.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
said.
said.
Either the gray streaks on the side,
yeah,
a little bit in the beard.
Reed Richards. That's how it's coming in for me. I like that a lot.
G.I. Joe.
I don't want to tell my mom about it though. When I showed my mom a gray hair in my head, she got kind of emotional about it.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh, my baby getting old.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Especially I'm the first one, so
yeah. I can see how that does something to her. It does something. My mom's what? How old are you? I'm like, I'm 46, Mom. She just looked at me like, damn. I was like, well,
shit.
It ain't me, it's you, huh? Yeah, I can see that how it does something to you, Mom.
Yeah, so I don't want to call attention to my white beard hairs yet, but they're there, man.
Hey, man,
they're coming.
Go ahead and rock it, man.
Yeah, but it's okay. My wife, like last night, she was like, "Are you okay? Is that because you're stressed?" I was like, "No, I think it's just because I'm getting old."
Nah, that is not what it means.
Yeah.
And not that I ever believed that. I would be like, well, everybody, would be fucking.
Do they teach you that in barber school?
Yeah, it's just the hair loses its pigmentation.
That's it.
That's just it.
This is how it goes.
That's just how it goes. Just like when like like when me and Jenna first met, like we used to get high in a motherfucker and call those like those infomercials, like hair loss infomercials and shit, right?
Yeah.
We'd be high in the motherfucker, right? And we'd call them and we'd just ask them questions. We know the answers to this question, right? And you can hear them turning pages and shit. Literally, one dude just hung up on us. One dude was like, "Yo, y'all do hair or what? What the fuck, man? When the follicle dies, it just dies. There's nothing you can do to bring that back. But they get away with these infomercials. Yeah, drink this and you'll get 2 inches and you'll be able to swim."
That's some old school type fun, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. We used to do that shit all the time.
Let's grab the phone and prank call. Do people do prank calls anymore? The kids still do that?
Caller ID, I think.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Caller ID
man.
ruined that.
Caller ID, let me think about.
Oh, for a while they had these. Do you remember these apps that they had? It was like when smartphones were first coming around. It was probably like 2011 when smartphones were first like becoming real prominent. They had these apps where you could send somebody a text message and it would say it would you could just put in whatever number you wanted and it would say.
That's I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
dude,
people were doing it on that.
We'd be texting people from First Sergeant's number like meet me at the fucking meet me on at the General's lawn at midnight tonight, motherfucker.
Yeah, I remember those apps. But caller ID, I think, kind of fucked that up.
Mm-hmm.
About 92, 93, I think. There used to be just a little box that you could go get from the phone company. You could hook it into your phone, then you had to hook the other one into the wall, and then sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. Then they started making the phones with it built in. And not only did it tell the number, it told where they were at and shit. So, you couldn't do that shit no more. Then it was star 67 to block your phone call out. Does that still work?
Yeah, I do that a lot, actually.
And star 69 is to unblock it. Does that still work?
Yes. Well, star 69 will just call back.
Oh, okay.
It won't tell you what the number was, but it'll call back the last person.
There was another little trick people used to do to call it right back in the day, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's star 69. Yeah, I like star 67 because usually I'm doing it because I'm calling somebody for work.
Right.
And if I do that, they don't ever answer. So that's not what I do it so that they don't have my cell phone number, but they don't answer because it says restricted on there.
Yeah.
And now I guess I don't have to worry about prank calls because now my phone, if you're not in my phone book, it just sends you straight to voicemail, and it doesn't even tell me you called.
Doesn't even let me know. I think I got my shit set like.
I'm not in the market for new people calling me.
Well, I'm a barber.
Everybody
man.
that needs to call me can call me. Yeah,
I gotta answer. Yeah. I gotta answer.
But if you're not my mom or my wife, then you probably don't need to call me.
Spam. I fuck with them too, dog.
I like to answer those too because they're like, I'll be like, hello, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this is car insurance company, and I'm like, what company is this?
Yeah, where
and they're
you
like, car insurance company. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, what company? And they're like, well, what company do you have? I'm like, I'm not gonna. What do you mean? Shouldn't you know? Yeah, car insurance company. And they're like, yeah, this is warranty company. Calling about your car. And I was like, what kind of car do I have?
Improper fucking English as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just like, what kind of car do I have? And they're like, oh, well, we'll get to that later. And it's like, no, we'll get to it right now. You're calling about my car warranty. What kind of car is it?
I always tell them, send it to 555 South 10th. That's the address. You know, that's the address to the cop shop over here. Or I'll answer the phone, Lincoln Police Department, Fraud Division. How can I help you? Click. I did something one day. I had to stop that shit. I don't know if I talked about it or not. Because I think there was a guy in Oregon or something and did it to a lady in Vegas, and they actually went. So what I do, they called, and I answered the phone, and I said, you said you were going to be here to help me move this body. Now I got fucking blood everywhere. Where are you? Click. My wife was like, you better quit fucking doing that shit. Then on the news, sure shit on the news, dude did it, man. And the lady sent the fucking cops. I was like, I better quit fucking doing that shit.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful because you have actual, like, potential clients calling you.
Yeah.
Anytime
I knew this was spam, though.
Yeah, anytime my phone rings, I know it's spam because nobody calls me for shit, man.
Yeah, I always got to answer the
phone.
phone.
I showed my wife my call history the other day. I was like, because I was looking at it to call somebody back, and I was like, isn't this pathetic? And it was just like wife.
My shit looks like that too.
I just don't. Well, and I just don't call people anyway.
I don't either.
If you want to get a hold of me, you better just text me, man.
Holla at your boy, because
I'm probably not gonna call you back.
I talk to so many people a day. I see so many people a day. I'm just like, yo, by the end of the day, I'm just like, yo, man.
I'm kind of a bad friend like that because the other day, my friend, and I love him to death, but he was like, he's got a lot of stuff going on. And he's one of those dudes where just like, I don't know, just inconvenient shit happens to him a lot. Just more than a normal person. He just gets, it's the one, remember when I told you that story about the, he was at Culver's and the mentally challenged worker wanted to kiss him. Yeah. Yeah, it's that guy. So yeah, just like weird shit like that happens all the time. Yeah, so he's like, I was texting him and he's got a lot of shit going on and it's like some heavy shit kind of. So I'm like, oh yeah, I hope everything's going all right. And he's talking about, oh, I got some bullshit going on. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, shit like that happens to you all the time. And he's like, yeah, if you got time, give me a call and I'll tell you about it. And I was like, nah. I was like, I gotta call you? No. I was like, I'm actually busy right now, but I'll call you later. And I never did. So I'm kind of a bad friend about it. But I'm just not gonna call you. I'm just not. You just type it to me, or voice to text it or whatever. But
I think it might be just, you know, like I read this article not too long ago, and you 30 plus now. You know, I'm well into my 40s, almost 50. It's just a man gets to the point where there's just shit that he doesn't have to let bother him. There's shit he doesn't have to listen to. There's shit he doesn't have to fucking do no more. Shit he doesn't have to fucking say no more. There's just shit I ain't got to do no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
Pretty much anything I don't anything I don't want to do. Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
I feel like especially if a man pays his dues in life, whatever it may be, war, prison, whatever the fuck your career may have been, and you made it through that shit, and you get to that point, there's just some shit you ain't got to fucking do no more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, call me what you want. I'm not, I don't call you. I don't think that's a bad friend. But maybe because I feel the same way. I don't know.
Just like, I'm not gonna call you. Like, I love you, dog.
Hey, I love you, homie.
I hope everything's cool, but I don't know. I'm just not gonna sit on the phone for a half hour.
I ain't got that in me no more.
And I never liked it.
No. I'm not a small talker. This is, just is exactly what it is. I need to see your essence. You know what I mean? I need to be able to read your soul, especially when we had that conversation.
My wife, she made me, she beat me into submission on liking it because I didn't even used to like talking on the phone with her, but she likes it. And now, if she doesn't call me, she gets in the car and she shuts the door and then she dials me up and then she talks to me the whole time she drives somewhere. And if she doesn't do it, I'm calling her hey, what's wrong? Why aren't you calling me?
That's how that goes.
Hey, you gotta talk to me on the phone, lady. Yeah, at first I'm like, oh, do we have to talk? I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like talking on the phone with nobody. And then like when I was in the Marine Corps, we were long distance, so every night we talked on the phone for like
Yeah, about
3
to say
hours.
every night. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So now if we're not talking on the phone, I really miss it a lot.
Get used to some things. Yeah.
Mhm.
We talk a lot on the phone. But shit, we hardly ever apart.
Well, yeah, you guys, you're at home together, you work together.
Home together, we work together, pretty much do everything together. And a lot of people ask us, like, how do you do? I'm like, how can you not?
Yeah.
Like, I
Like
think
you
we
don't-
talked about it before.
did,
I don't
like-
look for a reason to get away from my wife.
Like you don't like hanging out with your best friend all day?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm married
Yeah.
her for just
Yeah.
for that reason.
Because I like spending time with
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't get that. Yeah. We've worked together now 10, 11 years now, side by
Mhm.
side. She can be in her own world over in her area, and I can be in my own world over in my area, and then we'll talk again, and we'll go back off into it. I'll go outside. She'll, you know what I mean? It's just dope like that.
Yeah. Anytime I'm anywhere, man, I like can't wait to get back home. Even like at the game, we went to the game yesterday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. too.
Yeah.
But we went to the game, and like as soon as I got home, I was like, well, as soon as I got back to my dad's house, because we leave from there, because I go with him every week. And I told my wife, I was like, oh yeah, there's some other good game, because Notre Dame played Ohio State. So I was like, oh, there's some other good games, so I'll probably stay over there till like 9. I was home by 6:30.
yeah. You like fuck it, man.
I was walking through the door. She's like, what are you doing here?
Couldn't wait.
Couldn't wait.
I had to see you.
Couldn't wait.
I was just thinking about you. That's
Yeah.
what I tell you. Every time
Anytime
I come
I go,
in the room.
like, we go to the lake, and I'm like, babe, I got a 2-hour time limit on this thing. I'm gonna go out to the lake. I'm gonna ride the tube for 2 hours. I'm coming home. Don't worry about it.
I'm up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I'm gonna be
And
here
you-
long enough to shake some hands and leave.
Usually I leave a little bit early too.
Yeah, shake some hands and I'm up out of here, man. I might not even tell y'all I'm gone. I might just slide the fuck on off.
Yeah, we went to the football game. I forgot to put. I'm wearing this hoodie because I forgot to put sunscreen on my arms.
Ooh,
Yeah, my arms got
Don't you
so
know how I try to tell you, man.
my arms got so sunburnt they like give off light
yeah,
practically. So yeah, and it's embarrassing. I told my wife. My wife thought this was hilarious, but I told my wife last night. I was like, sometimes I'm concerned I'm a little too pink. I feel like pink is the least cool skin tone to have. And sometimes I worry I'm just a little too pink. So we're going to Walgreens we went to CVS to get aloe vera and shit.
right.
And I put this on. I was like, I gotta cover my shame. And she's like, yeah, please do. It's fucking embarrassing. I'm like,
that sun was beaming, man.
yeah, it was.
Especially on that side of the stadium. That shit was beaming.
Yeah, but other than that, the game was alright. I mean, at halftime I was pissed.
Yeah,
So they got booed into the locker room.
I've
That
never
shit
heard that
was
in my
fucking
life.
Crazy.
Never in my life have I heard the fans boo the home team. Here.
Yeah, they were just putting a shitty product on the field, man. And on third down, the dude's like, it's third. He's doing his hype thing, and they're playing music, and the things going on the screen like, go stand up, Husker Nation, let's go. Nobody's making a sound.
And I stepped outside
not a single peep in the stadium.
to hit my cigar, and I'm not, I don't live far from the stadium. I'm on the same street as the stadium. Probably, I think it's maybe mile and a half, maybe 2 miles when I ride my bike from my house to the stadium. So I can usually hear it. If I mute my TV and I have my window open, I can hear the stadium clear as shit, man. That's what I text you. Like, hey, man, it sounds quiet.
It was, dude. Everybody was just sitting there with their hands in their laps, like apathetic as fuck.
Like you said, I heard the PA system, but I didn't hear that.
It was quiet. And my dad was like, he was like, do you hear that? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, what are you not hearing anymore? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, no one's even complaining.
Oh.
Every other year, people were grumbling like, oh, I wish we had run the fucking ball or like whatever. And he was like, has it ever been completely silent? Like no one was saying anything.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, damn that. Yeah, that
it
feels
was quiet.
Yeah,
then.
like nobody was grumbling. There was no.
You heard Scott Frost yelling? Was it that quiet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh
yeah.
shit. Man, we got one more, then
In Oklahoma. But we win this next Georgia Southern beat who they played by 59 points.
I saw that.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
But we win. We win next week and we beat Oklahoma. I think all the Scott Frost problems go away.
For the year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, for the year.
I don't think bowl eligibility will be a problem.
No.
That's all he needs to do is just win
Beat
6
Oklahoma.
games. Just win 6 games.
Beat Oklahoma and
if
beat Oklahoma.
If he beats Oklahoma, then I think he's got a pretty good chance. I don't think anybody's expecting. I think if we would have beaten Northwestern, I think it's cool to lose to Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's going to be hard to lose to Oklahoma, too.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's expecting him to win that one, so I don't think that one will sting so
because
bad.
they lost just as much.
Yeah, but as long as we start beating, like, Indiana, Maryland, Rutgers.
I'm scared of Michigan.
Well, yeah, Michigan.
We're
not going to beat Michigan.
No, I'm not really scared of Oklahoma because they had, 22 new bodies coming in both sides, plus coaches,
like
too.
that.
So that's a 50-50 ball right there.
I think we might be their first away game of the year, too.
Yeah, because what is it, a 2-2 or a 1-1?
1-1.
1-1. Then we got Colorado next year for a 1-1.
Yes. Yeah, I think. Let me see.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're their first
Yeah.
away game.
Yeah.
So far they played UTEP. This next week they play Kent State, and then they play us.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, I think
I ain't seen the line. I ain't heard the line.
we could beat it. I mean, speaking of the line, the offensive line was atrocious. Getting ate up by an FCS school. I don't know. You know what's interesting, though, is people think Scott Frost was calling the plays in the second half.
There was a contrasting change.
Well, yeah, and I was like, well, the triple option gives it away. Man. Who do you think
there was a contrasting change?
Who do you think was calling the plays? And for the entirety of the Northwestern game and the first half of this last game, he didn't have a play sheet.
No,
but the second half he did.
He did.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people
he was calling
drug that out and made it. I mean, you think Tom Osborne didn't, call a couple plays here and somebody else call a couple plays there. That's coaching. That's why we're coaching. I don't think that's a big problem. He's an offensive fucking guru, and so is Scott Frost.
Yeah, well, it's a problem if you're calling onside kicks.
Yeah, stop doing that shit, man. What the fuck? What is that shit?
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Wrong place.
Anthony Grant looked really good. It's been a long time since we had a running back like
that.
He
going to the league. I don't know how he gets there,
really,
drafted,
really
free agency, but we're gonna see him on Sunday.
I mean, if he plays every game like he did this week, I mean, he'll get drafted for sure.
Junior or senior?
I don't know. Probably a senior.
Well, he's probably gonna have a year where he's gonna be gone anyway. Mm-hmm. But hypothetically, if
he
is a junior,
especially with the talent in it, I don't even mind that AJ Allen, that other kid. He's a freshman.
Yeah, true freshman, which means he was in fucking high school not even 6 months ago. Last true freshman I think we had on the field that was a baller like that was Tommy Frazier.
Yeah. So the running backs look really, really good. I think
we got a committee again.
I think Casey Thompson looks really good.
Got a good ball.
Yeah, I think the wide receivers look really good. Trey Palmer looks really, 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 really good.
He's got a nice ball.
Yeah, like it feels different because when it's like 3rd and 12, I think they can do it.
I feel a little better about it.
Whereas these last few years, it's 3rd and 12, and I'm like, we might as well just punt the fucking ball.
Well, that reverse field pass that he busted on last week, man, that made me feel a whole lot better. What would that have been
Well, and we got receivers that'll go get 50-50 balls.
Go get the balls. They got bodies. We got fleet foot guys. We got big body guys.
Yeah,
we got tight ends. We can stretch out.
We have at least one running back that'll turn nothing into 3 yards every single time.
That can stretch out if they need.
I mean, we didn't necessarily need a dude that could blow through a wide open hole because everybody can probably do that.
Yeah, everybody can do that.
We needed a dude that could hit a small hole and fall forward for 3 yards.
Which is the key.
Because that's what was missing.
Exactly what you said.
Those extra little 3 yards or whatever. And he had a couple plays. He had that one with the bad exchange. Did you see the one where he and Casey had the bad exchange and he's bobbling the ball in the air?
Like he's the truth.
And then he reverses the field and runs it like 30 fucking yards.
That looked like Mike Rozier when he
Yeah, I was
rushed the
talking to my
field.
dad about that too. That's something that's different too. Like a busted play like that has never gone good.
Never, I mean,
For Scott.
what shit? Probably more than 80+% of the time, it ain't gone good for him.
Yeah, Adrian Martinez is.
And another play I fucking hate. I hate that bubble play. I hate that backwards bubble play. Like, we probably got the personnel for it more now.
I like it this year because it's actually working.
It's just, it's so scary.
It's scary, but it's only scary because we're a little snake bitten. But it's actually working this year.
Yeah.
This year it's working out. It's supposed to. It's one guy blocks one guy, and then we have receivers that can make the other guy miss, and then they got 5-6 yards every time on it.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
Tackling was still really bad. But yeah, that's part of the reason they were getting booed and shit. They were at Memorial Stadium on the big screen. They were showing in slow motion.
Oh, they were showing it on TV too.
Yeah, they were showing in slow motion the Huskers whiffing on tackles.
They were showing it on TV.
And it's like, damn, that's got to make the kid feel horrible when he looks up on the big screen and sees his whiff in the slow mo.
Leave the truck stick alone,
like,
y'all. Leave the truck stick alone and just tackle.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is, man, but it's like it's the first dude that gets there misses.
Trying to truck him, man. Stop
time.
that shit. Leave that shit to PlayStation. Just make the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Make the fucking tackle.
Yeah, I don't know, but the final score ended up okay. We covered the spread. The spread was like 22 or something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so we covered. I don't know what people are. I don't want to waste time being pissed about it. You know, this might be the only win we even get. I might as well enjoy it.
That's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother show there.
And when I watch other schools get mad about like, oh, we didn't beat them enough, it's like, you shut up. You won the game. Like, what do you want? You won the game by 20-something points. What do you want, man?
Well, I think that's
just seems, just seems
the older
silly
generation. Even I'll throw my generation in there where it was the thing to do, just to choke a guy out, 65-3.
We can't do that no more.
Nah,
we're not good at football no more. That's what, like, to get people to admit that we're bad at football is like pulling teeth.
Oh, it's like pulling teeth for real.
Like,
even I'm realistic about it.
We're bad.
We just ain't
We've been bad for 4 or 5. Like, people, how we used to be about like, oh yeah, we're playing Rutgers. That's a win. That's us now.
Can't say that no more.
Not only can you not say that, that's what people say about Nebraska. People are like, oh, Nebraska week 2, that's an easy win.
And yeah, right. People are saying that now.
Georgia Southern is looking at us probably like, ooh, baby.
Chomping at the bit.
Thinking
we score
they can
50+ points.
Yeah, thinking they can come in here and win probably. And they could. North Dakota almost did. Like,
it's like I said
last that game way longer than they should have.
I think I said it last week. Kids today, and I ain't even talking about the nil deal, or we'll put that off to the side. But with TV contracts and being in New York and being able to see USC play at 7, 8 o'clock, kids, they don't want to just go to the USCs or the Ohio States or the Michigans. They'll go to the Citadel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
They'll go to Harvard. They'll go to fucking Florida A&M. And they'll shine. HBCUs, and they'll get drafted from there. So, like I said, you get 2-3 guys on offense at Harvard. Let's use Harvard. You get 2-3 guys on offense, and you get 2-3 guys on defense. They'll make some noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think these kids are seeing it today, where I can go anywhere, and if it ain't cool, I'll just fucking transfer out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's why I think any team. Like I said, we talked about earlier, Georgia is they're on the field by themselves right now.
Yeah,
Georgia on the field by themselves.
Georgia looks really good.
They can be the first team to repeat in a long time. But the rest of the field, I think anybody can beat anybody.
Even Nebraska. We could still win the rest of our games.
We could very well smoke these fools, man.
Have an amazing. We could, man. And the offense just looks different. Looks a lot more competent out there. It looks like I feel bad. I kind of feel bad for, like Ramir Johnson.
Yeah.
Like I think
kind of disappearing. Was he
third
on the chart?
I think he's a hell of a football player, but I think that's kind of like so many transfers coming in here and starting. I think that kind of illustrates that we had a problem.
Well, Yant.
Yeah.
I don't think he touched the field once.
Yeah, like I think we've had a pretty bad talent problem. And like these are other teams' second string. I mean, realistically, they're transferring to Nebraska because they weren't going to start at their school. So this is other teams' backups, and they're coming in and being better than the players that we had starting.
Well, okay, I know guys
You
in
know,
the
like we're watching
in the 80s and 90s did it all the time. How willing is a kid today playing quarterback from 8 years old and gets to college and they say, "Yo, we want you to play wingback." Are they willing to do that today?
No.
I think the ego. Yeah, I think the ego.
I think Luke McCaffrey's a good example. But Luke McCaffrey, he switched to wide receiver, and they played USC this weekend.
Where is he at? Where did he end up?
He's at Rice.
Okay.
He plays wide receiver at Rice. He didn't want to move to wide receiver here, but he plays wide receiver at Rice now. And he went for a pass and it bounced off his hands and it was a fucking pick six. Yeah. So
DB, dog. There's DB.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Wrap up.
I don't know. You should have stayed. Should have
You
stayed and
should have
played.
just stayed.
Should have stayed and played
Because
slot.
you'd probably
here.
be toting the rock right now.
Yeah, he'd be in that triple option. He'd be playing slot. He'd be doing something.
Yeah, the ego, man. The ego. Let's say Ramir Johnson, man. He's built like a wingback wide out. But how willing is a kid to do that today, especially with the nil deal and the ego?
Yeah, well, they Scott said that they have specific packages for him that they need to start running because
you would have to.
Yeah, because they want to play him.
You would have to.
But they're more like wide receiver type stuff. But yeah, but I feel bad for guys like that. And Irvin, they put Irvin in for like 2 plays and he got 0 yards and they took him back out. But last year he was playing super good.
Yeah,
I do feel bad about that. But
the O line, man, is and I'm trying to. Is there a such thing as too goddamn big anymore? I mean, because offensive linemen ain't big, burly, barrel-chested motherfuckers no more.
Yeah,
they're tall and kind of lean looking.
Yeah, he said something about that too, because that interception that Casey Thompson threw, where the linebacker was just sitting in the middle.
Right.
Scott thinks maybe he couldn't see him because he's a lot shorter than the lineman.
What we got?
He thinks maybe he couldn't see over him.
6'7", 6'6".
Yeah.
We got a 6'6" guard and 6'9".
Yeah, he thought maybe that interception happened because Casey Thompson couldn't see over the lineman.
Yeah, we got some trees up on that line, man. Just maybe they're specifically built for a passing offense.
Yeah,
more or less than run.
Yeah, I don't know. Feels good to have a win. That second half looked really good.
Yeah, we'll take that shit.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna enjoy the win because it might be the last one Scott Frost ever gets. Who knows, man? Who knows? So at this point, I'm taking what I can get. I hope we beat Georgia Southern. I'm sure. I mean, I want to say I'm sure we will, but it's hard to say that.
No, man. They put up 50. They put up 50 fucking points, man. That any whoever you play, you put up 50 plus points, man. You gonna feel good about yourself.
Yeah, but I don't know. The quarterback for Georgia Southern last year, he played for Buffalo, and he came in here and lost. So maybe he'll come in here and lose.
Tall,
again.
Skinny kid.
Yeah,
got his ass whooped.
Yeah, maybe he'll come in here and lose again. Who knows? It depends on which team shows up. But Scott Frost, he sounded like he was being pretty harsh on the team. Too. He said he told them that they could be a great team, but they're not.
Well, again,
and I think he's right. I think they could be.
You got to hurt their feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
Some not even youngsters. Some people just need their feelings hurt a little bit to get that reset button, man, to get your shit back on track, man.
Well, with that COVID year and a medical red shirts and actual red shirts, some of those dudes are like 30 now.
Yeah, man, we got
like
just 20, not even Nebraska,
like
just watching football, man. There was like 5th-year senior, 6th-year senior, and I'm like,
Oklahoma State has like a 35-year-old punter.
Damn, man.
He's the oldest player in all of college football.
Well, he's a punter, so I guess punters don't even practice with the team.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Anyways, that's all the time we got this week. Thanks for listening. If you stuck around to the end, as always, check us out on all our social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok. Videos are on YouTube and on Spotify, so subscribe there, follow us on Spotify, whatever. You can listen pretty much wherever you get your shit. And I hope you guys have a great week.
Gotta send a shout out real quick.
Oh,
man,
to
my
my
grandbaby, man. Happy birthday to you, Jimena, man. She's 10 years old today, man. I thought I'd let her know. Send her a quick shout out.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. Happy birthday, Jimena. Have a great week to you, especially. Later, everybody.
Peace.